All right, here we go. We're back at it. So now we gave you the first one. We gave you this first one here, and we're going to talk about the quantity, overall surplus, efficiency, and profit. It's very weird doing this when you guys are here. Okay, I get it. That's why you're having fun with this. All right, so the quantity that we're going to be here for perfect competition. The quantity is going to be the most, and so that will be a 1. We produce where at the demand equals marginal cost, which so does the socially regulated monopoly. That's going to be a 1. We also can produce that way out here as well. So let's just say that that could be a 1. Let's just assume that with this perfectly price discriminated monopoly, we are producing at the maximum quantity. So if that's the case, all 3 of those are 1. Because they're producing where demand equals marginal cost. So a pure monopoly is going to be the least, and then I'll throw that in the middle again. Now this is probably, closer to perfect competition, but I suppose technically, since we have 3 ties for 1s, technically it should be a 4, but it's a 3 or 4, whatever. Overall surplus. This is going to be the most surplus. This is going to be the most surplus because they're producing where they are, and over here, this is the most surplus too because they all have 0 deadweight loss. This is making the connection of why they're the same. This over here is the same. They're going to have a lot of deadweight loss here, so that's going to be the lowest. And then this again is going to be in the middle. Efficiency. This is where it comes in. Yes.
For quantity, couldn't perfectly price discriminating monopoly be 1 to 5?
Yes, but I just said let's just assume that they're producing the maximum quantity, because if you look at the perfectly price discriminated monopoly, you just made me go off camera. Okay, here's their main quantity. So let's just assume that they make this quantity. They still can charge different prices for every single person. All right. Okay. Good question. So now we go on here to efficiency. This is going to be the most efficient, and the reason why is I want you to think about short run and long run, because long run they're allocatively and productively. And the reason why this would be number 2, the reason why that would be number 2 is because they're allocatively efficient, but they're not productively efficient. And then this one we could say that could be 2 as well because they're producing the allocative efficient quantity. Since they're producing the allocative efficient quantity, they are efficient, but this is the only one that has a separation between these because it's also productively efficient. So putting that, PE on here, that's the big separation. This is going to be obviously the least again, and this is going to be in the middle. Profit. This is going to be, this is where you can have some variances for what you do. How about this? We assume that this is going to be the lowest because you have the ability, because you know that they're losing money. We know they're losing money. This is where I think it gets a little bit dicey. Profit is going to be the most. Let's go with the most over here. The most over here because they can charge the highest price they want to. They can get that entire produce a surplus. So 1, 2, and we know these guys are breaking even. So this is where you have to say, I don't know, does this one, since you can earn a profit, or you can be at 0, or you can be negative, I don't know. Put a 3 here for this one. You can either 3 or 4, and you can go 3 or 4. I mean, just so you understand really why we know this is 0, but this one can be profitable. But you can also lose money. So you probably can put a different range on it, I suppose too. I suppose we could do this. You could say 3 to 5, depending on where they are. 3 would be if they're profitable. 4 is when they're in there. This one can't be a 5 because they're not losing. Alright, so this is how you rank these. We wanted to go through them together, so when you do it, the next step that you're going to do is I'm going to ask you to I have a different handout that I'm going to give you. You have a giant grid. And I'm going to ask you to give me the rationale. I'm not going to have you give me the rankings. I'm going to have you give me information you know about why they are, why they are the highest, why they are the lowest. So let's just say for something like this, or perfect competition, what you're going to show me is that you're going to say perfectly competition for their price. We know that you're going to give me some information you know about perfect competition and where price is set. So what it's going to show me not that you understand what the rankings are. It's not going to show me the rankings because we already did that. It's going to show me that you understand why they have the rankings that they do. So down here for efficiency, you will talk about why they are allocatively efficient in the short run and they're productively efficient and allocative in the long run. You would give me the reasons behind the numbers. That's what the next one's going to do. So the handout that I'll give you is it talks about more of this. It gives some specific examples.